And then, of course, also having the reality rift to drag people in. But it definitely feels a little awkward, I think, from both sides.
Yeah, I think maybe you can make a case even that 9Pandas have it easier there because they can just roll in with Earth or Spirit. But as we go into the game here, we'll see, you know, the classic moving out. Both teams smoked, trying to drop some vision. Actually, Solo is going to get revealed before he gets to drop his ward, so he doesn't get to put a high ground ward.
I didn't hear that, what is it, the no, just yelling or whatever. I was like startled by that. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, some voice lines.
Watson just wandering around here. Oh yeah, textbook opening so far.
Yeah, just kind of checking for whatever vision they can get. Doesn't look like we're gonna have any of the initial wards likely to get dewarded, because nothing was really spotted.
Who's gonna power spike first here? Who's the one that, you know, really is gonna be controlling this tempo?
I think Earth Spirit is the one we should look towards the most this game as a tempo controller. Like Kiyotaka, he's playing the real tempo maker in this game.
Oh, Venom.
Gabbi a little bit too far out.
Stormhammer, nice brambles get tossed down, but they're just gonna keep on chasing after him and don't quite manage to finish him off though. So gotta be feeling pretty good, even though you're pretty low right now in this Venom. But you can just go home, TP a lane, all is well.
Yeah, does mean that he's going to be late to the lane though. First creep wave will be basically Kataomi versus 2 here, and Solo should have a little bit of an advantage with that, because now Kataomi, he can't really go in and drop a ward to block the small camp, since he has to play the lane. It's not a great thing for him to happen, but it's better than dying for sure.
At the same time though too, here Watson's going to be able to get a little bit of that extra experience before Fishman shows up.
Yeah, and we see just all the lanes start out with a little bit of chill last hitting here. Mid lane, the Kunkka versus Earth Spirit is not a very exciting lane perhaps. Gonna be trying to Tidebringer and harass the Earth Spirit as much as he can. Earth Spirit meanwhile farms pretty fast too.
It's gonna be really annoying, like having to deal with the Tidebringer every single time. Like Kiyotaka's probably really annoyed with that. Probably no stranger to dealing with it though at the same time.
Yeah, he at least will get early bottle and then he's basically fine on that lane. Bottom lane, some awkward stuff happening where both the cores are pulling the creeps. Fishman has to be careful not to step out of line though.
I'm just gonna continue to harass a little bit. Has that one point in the fatal bonds, but
yeah, just messing with them from the low ground. And actually gonna take a lot of damage here from Antares. Just deciding to fight back.
Kiyotaka sitting so low here in this mid lane. Does have himself a bottle coming out on Courier though, so he'll be able to refill.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good damage back to the Kunkka as well.
Oh man, that was close there. So they end up getting the kill on Fishman, but they'll end up losing MieRo here.
Watson has to back up pretty far as well to try and stay alive as he's very low HP.
I'm sure they're bringing some sort of regen, yeah. Brought him some more regen coming out. They've got those fatal bonds over onto Antares. They're just gonna try to push this wave out.
Even tanking the dead shot from walking in front there. Fishman looking out for his buddy. Literally a get down Mr. President moment.
Important, very important.
Now we can get 1 point in the Chaos Strike though, and the CK sustainability. We see it, the first crit already healing him. Can they kill him before he heals up more?
It's close to that dead shot, but
he juked it, turning around and attacking instead.
Made you look.
Sidestep. Mid lane for now. Not. Oh, actually, they're going on to Antares.
Oh yeah, they get Antares in the bottom lane.
Good catch. Can I get the Lotus at least as a little consolation prize for MieRo, but his lane mate just goes down easily.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
See a TP coming out here to the mid lane. Antares gonna provide the bottle service. Kiyotaka rolls forward, not gonna be able to quite connect the way he wants. Tort tossed out by Stormstormer. Antares just making his way back bottom though.
Yeah, Good reaction, not getting caught by the TP border refill as the Kiyotaka tried to make something more happen.
Might as well give it a shot, but there's a Torrent X, but Kiyotaka roll on out. And he's just gonna wander over towards this top area. Top lane, looks like some pressure being placed onto Willow. Solo
Watson is
though,
going down.
let's be careful. While Watson in the bottom lane does end up falling. They have that upheaval. Fishman slowing them down. This is so annoying right now. But Fishman needs to be very careful because now there's creeps at the tower. Deadshot comes in, and MieRo, he's gonna be just fine.
MieRo says, "Kill me, tower. Take my
never
life."
mind.
Yeah, he just wanted full HP, full mana. He goes down before Watson TP's back in, so no experience was given over. Very nice play by 9Pandas there. Good dive.
All right, level 5 right now on Stormstormer. Kiyotaka a little bit behind.
He's
Still sitting
struggling
at level 4.
to land the X-Mark combo onto Earth Spirit. We see the invulnerability tricking him a bit.
Another torrent toss up.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Do we see some early rotations?
I think we should see the Earth Spirit keep his mind open at least to go to the side lanes, but his resources are too low right now. He needs a power rune, so it's gonna be all about that 6-minute rune. If he can get his hands on a good rune, then the Earth Spirit could easily make some moves.
Well, that's why I was interested because, we talked about how Spirit kind of not necessarily had a script, but, they figure, all right, we'll move around the 6-minute mark, but because they moved a little bit earlier, kind of took them by surprise. So I'm curious if we'll see something similar, but like you said, the resources are a little bit low. Although the urn is completed now, and we are seeing the rotation with Kataomi.
Exactly, we're seeing sort of the same thing. The pos 4 moving over ahead of time here, and
Still
this
holding on to the X right into the brambles. Not a lot of mana though available on the Stormstormer, but can they get the kill? No, he's got himself those 1 charges. It's enough to push him back. Is in the bottom lane. Again, the dive is real. They're jumping onto Fishman, so Solo rotating through those gates. Watson forced back.
That's a good
The
gate
roll to mid
rotation.
lane with the
Your admiral
magnetize.
is on board.
Kiyotaka. Throw out. Oh no, it doesn't connect.
High ground. He
Try
refreshes
and
it.
roll, going over to the side. He wants Stormstormer, drops his rocks. TPs are coming out though. Kataomi making his way over. Needs to be careful he doesn't in fact die as well as they get the slow. They need to be careful though. Can they get this kill? Are they going to be able to finish him? All right, Stormstormer will manage, but he has that urn charge on him, so he's got to make it home.
Yeah, he's gonna run back to base. No regen rune top as it spawned.
Gabbi's just getting punched to death here.
Oh no.
Solo. Oh, the Dukes! The Dukes. No. That was a nice try. Brambles do connect. Only level 3 though on this Willow. Does have the Shadow Realm though. Could
Maybe he can get it.
probably get it.
He has Lotus too though.
Oh
it's
no,
gonna be hard.
not gonna be able to. Ramses making his way over. The roll forward from Kiyotaka. This is not looking good for Kataomi. Even though Stormstormer is here, he's gonna try to get the X boat. Still probably gonna lose Kataomi. Can they get the kill on Ramses though? That would make this worth a little bit more, as he's still very hard to get his hands on. Hold that armor and health.
Final Tidebringer brings down the Sven there, and now they're chasing after Kiyotaka.
He wants that wisdom arrow. He's like, ooh, don't mind if I do.
2 seconds on the roll. Just a kick into roll, and he's gonna be fine. Maybe not. The rip
It's a slow death. It's gonna happen eventually, I think. No, never mind.
Radiant
goes to the angle.
Stormstormer.
Oh, this is a whole pursuit. This is so much space.
middle tower is under attack.
Landing the brambles, landing the extra torrents. And they'll finally be able to get Kiyotaka. It's gonna be Watson who gets the final hit. But like you said, that was a lot of heroes chasing after one
Radiant's bottom tower
guy
is
right
under
there.
attack.
And did not feel good about that. That took them so long. And meanwhile, bottom lane, you can see it already. Those skeletons are working on the tower. Tower's falling really quick to the Wraith King. And off lane Wraith King really thrives when this happens. Leave him a little bit of space, a little bit of time, and he turns himself into an extra carry. Just bonus carry out of nowhere.
Nice haste rune that's been saved for Kiyotaka as he's making his way back towards the mid lane. This tower's super low. They could easily take this if they like. That stun over onto the Willow. Solo wants this. They'll go drop the call and the roll forward, though, immediately onto the back lines, plus the haste rune. There's now Gabbi trying to make Antares pay for this. Couple more clicks should be able to do the trick. That's going to be a dead Muerta. It's Kiyotaka on the run. Kataomi trying to get his hands on Solo, but he's already used all of his spells that'll be able to stop him and slow him.
Doing a good job not getting, getting overwhelmed there by the aggression, at least. They react to it, but this is still 9Pandas just absolutely dictating the pace of the game and completely free farming his Sven, free farming the Wraith King, while their mid and the supports are making moves. So 9Pandas are just playing really, really well right now. And
Yeah. Phantasms, they go. No, all right. Just gonna let MieRo walk out of their woods.
yeah, a little bit too far perhaps to be able to actually catch him.
Bounty.
It's tough to say how they need to activate right now, as Kunka ideally wants Blade Mail as well before really starting to fight non-stop. And we have not been talking about Ramses, but 70 CS at 9 minutes on his Sven. He is just ramping up faster and faster.
Yeah, with the greater cleave, that'll help quite a bit too. Be careful that they protect some of these stacks that they've made. That Sven doesn't find them. Stormstormer finds himself solo. Must have been shopping.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower is under attack.
not really
Just a
gonna be
little bit
able
more
to get away
damage.
here.
There it is.
Tries to go for a stomp, but doesn't really matter. Ben already touched him.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Benno's rushing towards the Spirit Vessel in this game. Gonna be nice against some of the lifesteal and healing. Of course, already have the Mask of Madness on Sven. Well, they want to defend this?
Yeah, they're TP and Kiyotaka.
Yes,
Need to be careful with
invisible.
this. Quite a few. No level 6 though just yet over on Fishman. Do
Oh,
have
sentry.
the Noxious Plague. So yeah, this entity will just slowly back up. Antares smoked up over on the side. Level 5 is top. Well, so TP down to the bottom. Stormstormer. They want to punish MieRo for being this far forward. Just
little bit
having
off the mark.
difficulty getting their hands on him.
And looks like he can just walk away. 2 seconds to a Reality Rift though. Should be in
Maybe,
range.
yeah, they got him. He's close enough, but not enough for that Chaos Bolt right away. So this is a long chase, and look at this. Antares already rotating down to this bottom lane. They're happy to take this fight on the side of Pandas.
Yeah, this
Roll
is-
forward over onto Watson. Get that silence placed on him. It's not looking good here for the CK. He is dead. Roll forward. They're not done yet. They would like Fishman. They have a nice ward in place as they're
Oh, he's
chasing
not level
after
6
him.
yet even.
He is not. It has been a rock for some of these supports as the rest of them follow up. Kiyotaka gets the kill.
This play by 9Pandas where they go to defend top was really, really big because they faked that they had a lot of people top, but they didn't really. It was just 2 players up there. And Kiyotaka decided to join the bottom fight as well by going through the portal afterwards. And then they punished this overextension by Entity as they thought that everybody must be top since we see Earth Spirit running in with his Invis rune. Surely there's smoke behind him, but they weren't. It was a fake out by 9Pandas.
They did have vision up there. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, now we see Sven cleaning out a quad stack here on the Ancients, just getting tons of gold. Working towards that Echo Saber, of course. Not the entire thing yet, but getting close to it. Just needs the Ogre Club.
Ramses has had entirely way too much space. This guy is going to be a
Dire's
huge
top tower
threat.
is under attack.
Yeah, and it's not just him. I mean, all of the cores are getting really big because the movements from Entity have involved so many players, and that takes away precious farming time.
Well, it reminds me of the last game as Fishman. He's just trying to give himself some of that XP. Does have the level 6, so he'll go and drop it on Kiyotaka because he wants to try to just make something happen here.
Yeah, but he
But
rolls on.
Kiyotaka's fine.
Rolls on out and he's gonna be completely fine. But Warlock ulti expanded and doesn't even necessarily run away.
Oh, all right, there
maybe
we
he
go.
should've.
There's a nice find.
Is settled.
That's big. That's big. Getting a kill here for Watson is very needed because he's so far behind. Otherwise, falling behind the Sven in network is not what you want to have happen as well. As it's already sort of a counter matchup.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah, I was about to say though, before that whole engagement happened, it feels a little like SMG the way that Entity's playing currently because everybody's just showing up. The downside though too is that it's so much longer than SMG, right? Because they show everybody They show everybody up to the bottom or wherever, you know, the fight is happening. But then they chase for so long, which is the other problem. Whereas Entity kind of was just like, or not Entity, sorry. SMG was like, all right, you know, we weren't able to get them. We have everybody down here. That kind of sucks, but whatever. But I feel like Entities, they chase a little too...
It became a very long chase on the Wraith King before because they didn't connect cleanly. They missed the torrent on the initial catch there. So it's unfortunately, you know, the catch didn't work out the way they wanted, and then they committed to keep going for the chase, and it's costly to do so.
Still only about a 3k lead though, going over to the side of 9Pandas. It just feels like they're in more control. Like looking at what MieRo has, he's got himself the Sacred Relic. We've seen what Ramses, you know, has had for farm, and it's quite a bit.
Yeah, he's got the full Echo and gonna go for an early BKB as well. So once he has that, he'll be happy against stuff like Veno, Dark Willow, Warlock, like all of this stuff. Just really, really good game to have a BKB early.
So what does Entity want to do here? Because it does feel a little bit like they're playing catch up, I guess.
I think the real time is going to be playing around the next Warlock ulti in 30 seconds, but they can't sit around and wait, so they're going towards top.
Yeah, they see themselves Gabbi. Gabbi throwing out the Noxious Plague. Roll forward over again towards Dark Willow. Kataomi starts pulling up. They managed to get the kill on Kiyotaka. They'll end up losing the Willow. MieRo now taking a lot of damage. Just have reincarnation while on the backlines. Watson shows up and rips apart Antares. So no reincarnation.
Without Sven.
Can they grab solo is the question. It doesn't look like they're going to chase too hard on it. But they're going to have the Warlock ulti up in 6, so they can stick around.
Yeah, they can keep going. They have X Mark as well for Stormstormer, can go back to base, bottle up a bit, and Sven doesn't have any indication that he wants to go and fight this, so he's just going to be working on his own farm.
Gabbi TP's bottom. He has to be careful. MieRo's right there. This tower's going to belong to Entity, but Veno having to kite a bit. Skelly boys chasing
Warlock.
after him.
If they chase Veno, they could Warlock ulti it.
True. Probably need more than just that, though. And more than Fishman and Gabbi.
But it's a bit slow.
Roll forward again, over onto Gabbi. Fishman drops the rock over onto MieRo on the back line. So Ramsey's in position. So they've already lost Gabbi. They're gonna lose Fishman. They've lost the opportunity of surprise. As Watson does manage to finish off MieRo, they want Ramsey's now. And they should be able to do a decent amount of burst, but they have to be careful that quick. Kataomi not looking too healthy. Finally, they get Ramsey's. They'll end up losing Kataomi. Watson here, trying his best. Has Stormstormer nearby. He's gonna have to. Oh no, he's still gonna end up dying. Kiyotaka, though, potentially getting a kill here for Stormstormer. It's a double kill as now Antares, he's trying to get out of here. But this is not looking good for Stormstormer. I think in one mighty punch or a bullet will do the trick.
Yeah, can't take him out in the end. So sort of a bloodbath there. It looked like it was maybe going to be even better for the side of 9Pandas, but they do lose the Earth Spirit as well as the Sven. So some big takedowns for Entity, but that was very much a one-by-one kind of thing. Gabbi running off to the left side may have been disadvantageous for them as they were all coming through portal, and he kind of ran away from the distance. That is, it was neither me or him kind of moment. It felt like probably for Fishman. If I don't ulti now, then you know I'm gonna die instead, or they just kill Venomancer before my team can arrive. So he threw a pretty suboptimal golem, but it ensured that the fight was gonna happen.
It ended up working out for sure.
Yeah, it was not terrible. Still not a great spot for Entity though, and 9Pandas are in the driver's seat pretty firmly as they almost have the full BKB completed now on Sven, and 17 minutes, gonna get some neutral items as well out of this stacked Ancient Camp.
God, that's wild when you think about it. It's been 17 minutes into this game and we already have like what? Oh my god, like 30 kills?
Step lively now.
Yeah, this is a really active game, which is nice. I mean, the drafts do kind of lend themselves to this aggression, but I'm particularly impressed with how 9Pandas managed to get so much value out of their Earth Spirit mid. MieRo obviously dominated the early letter patches of this patch that we're on now, but after a few balance changes, he's not as popular anymore.
I mean, Kiyotaka has definitely been my player to watch on this team. Like, he's dominated his lanes, and unfortunately, you know, sometimes that just hasn't been enough to keep it going. Again, he's up against Spirit, which is not the easiest team to play against, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's playing outstanding and going for this Spirit Vessel Blade Mail into Heart build, the big tanky Earth Spirit build as well. No boots.
Stormstormer, they want him, and they want him bad. In comes Ramses. No, this belongs to Kiyotaka, and this tower belongs to the Pandas.
That was very clean. Everyone there at the same time. They drop a ward behind the tower, gonna push now, and at least Glyph is forced out. Looks like they're gonna get an easy tower though. Entity are just scrambling across the map.
Yeah, I like how they took the pause on 9Pandas, where they're like, let's maybe duck off the map and see if anyone's stupid enough to come in and try to defend it.
Yeah, I mean, may as well. No reason to sit under the tower during the Glyph, so
Nope.
just chilling. They also have the double blade mail now. Timing.
A lot of heroes making their way top. They spot themselves Fishman. We'll follow up. Watson is here, but they don't really have the numbers advantage as Kiyotaka taking a lot of damage here from the Willow. Watson stunned up on the back line, so they'll end up losing Kataomi. MieRo turning back around, sees himself Watson. Watson trying to run out. Not going to quite land that Earth Splitter, but Kiyotaka jumping back in. Fishman somehow still alive during this. They'll get the kill on Watson. They still want Kiyotaka. They have to get something. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it, as now Ramsey's BKB enhance are chopping away over onto Gabbi, and Stormstormer lands the torrent, but it's not enough to get Kiyotaka as Fishman eventually falls.
Oh boy, they scanned him
Stormstormer is just
too.
running for his life.
Yeah, they know where he is. They're chasing Stormstormer. I mean,
Ghost camp on his way through.
he has no
Sorry.
PP. He's trying to pull some creeps to maybe Tidebringer, but yeah, there's really
They
nothing
pop
here.
the drums too. They want him.
They're sending couriers to scout him, I think, or at
What a
least
run.
delivering.
They're gonna see him, that courier. He's gonna flap it as he goes through. He's like, I'm dead anyways, but might as well try to fight my way through. Somehow still alive during all of this. That's pretty wild.
I mean,
He
he's
gets
been
it
alive for a while.
please, nah. Kiyotaka get the kill.
Ultimately, that does result in a full team wipe. Finally, just a minute later or something, after they finally run down this Kunkka. And I want to say space created. Sure, he did make them chase him for a while, but that was such a handily lost fight that 9Pandas now find themselves 11,000 gold ahead. The Wraith King kind of just countered CK by walking in and standing between CK and his intended targets. And Watson just got caught out of position there. He didn't have his BKB completed for the fight and just pretty much got bursted.
The positioning on Entity is like a little bit of a head scratch for me, because consistently now I'm seeing Fishman like really far forward. And in some ways I can understand, like, okay, you're protecting your core, you know, you're tanking the game, but it's literally just been him and Willow a lot of the times.
Yeah, they stretch really far for reaching, you know, some catches, and that's the problem that they've had the entire game so far, is that 9Pandas have been a little bit too slippery between the mobility of the Sven being really fast, the mobility of the Earth Spirit with his rolling. They just haven't connected cleanly, and that wasted a lot of time for them.
Dire's middle tower.
Roche is getting chopped away here by MieRo and Ramses.
And the skeletons.
And
Oh,
the Skelly
little
boys. Sorry.
skeletons. Give credit where credit is
Credit
due.
due. Yeah. The little boys, the Skelly boys.
Great King Skeletons working very hard.
So Kiyotaka is going to be the one who picks up this Aegis, and the way that he's playing, I think that's a good call for sure.
I mean, he's like the embodiment of a bowling ball in this game, so just send
A
him in.
wrecking ball.
Yeah, he can just get in there and cause some mayhem. Having Aegis on him just takes away the option to even turn around and try to kill him. So now I think Entity have to completely dodge fights. Previously we saw how, you know, Team Spirit, they fight back even into the Aegis, but I don't think this is one of those moments. You're 12k down and the enemy team has Aegis. I think right now they just need to at least outlast this Aegis duration.
Well, I mean, this is one of those things where, like, do they have any big items coming up? And Kunkka is pretty far away now from that Ags. That's going to be his next big item. Watson still, you know, farming away. Doesn't have the BKB, but he's not feeling powerful enough.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean,
this is what I keep meaning. Like, look up here, like at Fishman. Like, he's so far forward consistently.
This right now, this is what they need to do though. If they're doing what I was saying, to try and split and avoid the enemy, you need your supports to step in and help push out side lanes in sneaky positions.
Kiyotaka sees Watson. Kataomi over here on the side.
Oh, they have ags.
They do have the axe. Watson taking a lot of damage. Those Kataomi, the roll forward though. Again, we've got the Aegis on Kiyotaka. He's gonna turn his attention back around. They see Solo. Are they gonna be able to finish him off now? The dead gonna be, oh nope, there it is. There's the final hit. As now MieRo in a weird position here with the rest of the team. Sven though waiting patiently. He's waiting for that opportune moment to jump in, and he'll find it as he's got that God Straight chasing after Watson here over on the side, but it's very split up. A good rock getting dropped. This is gonna be enough that Watson, Speaking trying to run for his life, is not going to be able to escape as they'll use that first Aegis on Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka, he's gonna roll in. He wants Gabbi. He's not willing to give up when Fishman and Gabbi are both so lucky against Fishman. Oh my goodness.
Oh, poor Fishman. Wrong place at the wrong time right there. Because he was definitely diving to try and get Gabbi, but...
what a dive.
He'll take it. Kiyotaka.
They've got all their tier 1s and 2s up top here on the side of Entity, and just see Kiyotaka like, nope, I want it.
Yeah, this is absurd. Kiyotaka is dominating this game really hard. And it's not, it's not just the Earth Spirit that's working out. They have great positioning with their team overall. And I think the Muerta has done a good amount of job as well, being at the right place at the right time.
Oh, for sure. And like that Ags, I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, gives them a little bit of a lockdown as well, being able to do something. He doesn't have enough damage to kill anyone on his own during the Aghanim, so it's mainly used as an extra stun for him. But they can, of course, use it to try and burst someone still. It's only 35% damage reduction now. And Sven, back to the Ancients, farming up, going towards that Silver Edge, of course.
Dire's middle tower
Item progression just kind of flying ahead.
Yeah, this Sven is very scary. Top of the net worth, 17k. Watson sitting at 12k. So there's a pretty big discrepancy. They're going to try to put some pressure over onto Solo. They might be able to get themselves a quick little pick.
Yeah. He got Veno ultied when he died last time. He gets Veno ultied when he dies this time again. He's just getting targeted here by Gabbi running into him.
Antares has himself a Blink Dagger coming out, so that's going to be even more beneficial. I have to say, like we talked about his positioning, it's been quite good. This Blink Dagger is just going to enable him further.
Yeah. Right now we see the two carries of 9Pandas together taking the Tormentor. We got the off lane carry and the safe lane carry. You gotta have one from each lane.
Right.
So of course the Wraith King has built into the Aghanim Scepter as well after the Blink Dagger. Aghanim's very popular now since it gives you not only the reincarnations but also the reincarnation cooldown for your own ulti.
We'll have the Chaotic Offering coming up very soon. You can see that they're playing this top area. Fishman just consistently trying to, put down those fatal bonds, push the lane out. But while this is going on, Gabbi in the bottom lane. Kiyotaka has a haste. He was hoping to get his hands on him.
Yeah, he's threatening a lot on this Earth Spirit. I like that he's building towards the Octarine next as well. Good item after you have all this tankiness. You just really need less cooldown on the roll. 4 seconds, that's way too long.
Casual smoke sitting behind. Ramsey's though finding the opening. Oh my god, those are some fast fingers coming out, but not fast enough. Kataomi will end up dying as now Kiyotaka is down pretty far back. They'll drop the Warlock ultimate. And now Kiyotaka, they drag him just a little bit too far. He's very tanky. He's got a heart. He's got the blade mail, but when you dive that far without your team, it's going to be hard for you to survive this. As they're on the chase here. They see Watson. Oh my god, look at the damage coming out from Ramsey. Just slices Watson apart. MieRo, that's going to be the reincarnation. As Fishman is asleep, just a little loop on the nose should be enough to kill him.
Yeah, creeps are coming in soon. The backdoor protection is going to disappear as well.
MieRo
Die.
Sees Gabbi, but they go right through. Here comes the creeps.
He bought the shard on Kunkka to try and help defend. There's still a nice deep ward here, though. Placed by Solo. They definitely need to try and get rid of this. If these wards are allowed to stay here, that's bad news for Entity. I'm not sure if they're gonna drop it. They are pinging that there's some vision.
Just gotta get one of those supports over to
yeah, they'll probably try and get on it. Warlock already has the sentries ready. He just needs to respawn. And Looking towards some of the item builds right now. Interesting to see on 9Pandas. They're going from Manta style next on Wraith King. So building into have a Dispel here. It's a pretty great Manta style game against both the Warlock, Venomancer, and Dark Willow. 3 heroes that all hate seeing a Manta style come out. So much Dispel.
Looks like we're ready to go. I'm not sure how Entity approaches, it's hard, right? Because they have a gem over on MieRo right now who's being able to rip down some of this vision. And that's very, very scary because they need to get out on the map. They need to be able to farm up Watson, and Watson is just kind of pinned in now.
Yeah, Watson almost needs to come back by finding big pickoffs, but it's tough at this point because you have Earth Spirit who's so tanky, Wraith King who you can never go for a pickoff on Wraith King as long as he has the ulti available, and then you have Sven who's obviously never an easy target. But just farming, I think CK is gonna fall behind even more.
Kataomi, we'll see Ramses. Ramses just wants to back off.
It's a matter of who sees who, as 9Pandas are the ones with a ward behind the tower here. They are coming in hot here.
On the high ground. Here does have a blink dagger, but they're just gonna focus down this tier 1. Probably make their attention towards this tier 2. Kiyotaka. Oh my god, this guy, the blink forward, Kataomi, just getting absolutely shredded. It's a hit and run. My god, as Ramsey's just gonna clear up those illusions, turn his attention to the tower, and they're down a hero on the side of Entity.
Still 20 seconds on the Warlock Golem as well. Not gonna be able to defend the tier 2 tower for sure, but this could be a high ground push with the Sven ulti. No reason to back away.
MieRo, he's just no fear at all, along with Kiyotaka. They see Fishman. They want to make sure that he cannot do anything. They'll buy back on the Dark Willow. They'll buy back on the Warlock. And again, he does have the Chaotic Offering. If they want to try to do this, to jump forward again, Ramsey just slicing through everything as Watson trying to go and just get them out of his base. Gonna reset. MieRo jumps forward, has his vision over onto Watson. They've already done some. BKB's gonna get used. That blade mail though coming into play. Kiyotaka just making all this chaos on the back lines. MieRo has been left here, still holding on to that reincarnation if necessary.
Yeah, they're gonna finally back away. Kind of a massive brawl and nobody really dying there on the side of 9Pandas. 2 buybacks expended as well for Entity, so costly defense. They also use their cooldowns, so kind of out of options for how to go out and take a fight now without the Warlock ulti. And 9Pandas just happily gonna reset. They say, okay, we can play the map again. We don't have to go high ground yet. 21,000 gold lead.
Ooh, Antares? This could be a very nice quick pickoff. Yep, very much needed.
That was a good find. Thinking he got the 3-second stun as well. If it was minimum duration, I think maybe he gets the ulti out on Merta there. But of course, 9Pandas look like they're just waiting and trying to play towards Roche. It's gonna spawn bottom, and all they need to do is really hold the bottom area at this point. And see, they're kind of left with the top area, but it's not the fruitful area. Roche is not going to be there. Sure, you get some farm. Maybe you can get some new neutral items here as well, as you're still stuck on Aquila on the CK.
Dire's structures are
We're staging up around the pit, that's for sure. Another 10 seconds.
Top tower is under
and I think it's just so scary for them to even go near this Roche pit when you consider you've got an Elder Titan on the enemy team.
Radiant.
Yeah,
one of the best heroes to be fighting around that pit.
There's pretty much no hope to fight the Roche pit right now. They have some great heroes for fighting the pit in general, but getting down there to that side of the map is just a death threat. Like, it's a death sentence to go through the twin gates. It's going to be controlled at all times. They're even sending through the Spirit using Elder Titan to scout on the other side of the portal to see if anyone wants to come through.
That feels so weird to me. Like,
Yeah,
Spirit using a physical...
Well, I guess the portal works in mysterious ways, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, there's no one on the side of Entity in position, so this is a free Roche.
Yeah, they're getting some time to farm up at least and find some stuff in the jungle, you know, get themselves some item progression. The Aghanim's is going to be completed here on Kunkka in time for the next push, and he has level 20, so that is huge power spike for him to play around with. And level 20 also completed for CK, so he has the BKB piercing reality rift now. That could be useful against the Sven, or even against, I guess it's really only Sven. They didn't go for the BKB on the Earth Spirit at all.
I feel like they just don't have enough HP to survive the attack of the 3 cores, especially. That is my concern here, is that, yes, it's nice to have that piercing, but like also Kiyotaka, just no fear.
Yeah, they could see the bramble trigger on him and disappear there. If they pay attention, they should know he's there.
Smoke out. Kiyotaka just tap away here outside. Rest of the team waiting patiently. Watson pulling back with the wave. So Kiyotaka's pulled pretty far back. Terrorize can stop that as well. That'll be the first life of him as MieRo taking a lot of damage. Watson though running away here from Ramses, but perhaps Ramsey has gone a little bit too far too.
Water park is here.
Big Torrent Storm coming out over on the side. Torrent landing over onto 2. Again, seeing these waves just pushing them back and forth as they get Watson. Thanks to Kiyotaka rolling forward. Gabbi next to fall. And Kiyotaka, he's still so very, very far back.
Yeah, he can go wherever he wants. Oh, pull him into the fountain. What can he say here?
Right.
Quick goal, Scepter.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
It's absolutely fine. They're down 3 heroes on the side of Entity.
That was a nice goal Scepter purchase. He immediately backpacks it afterwards, but
What a play. There's a dead Kataomi. It's going to be the end of the other side of the
Radiant's
racks.
bottom barracks.
No buyback on any of these guys, but looks like 9Pandas, they're gonna
VK, he says. That's just the Raid King, right? Good hero. It looks like this game is pretty much all but over. Entity not really calling it here, even though I doubt that they have.
I mean, it's TI. You don't want to have to call it.
No, you definitely don't. And 9Pandas are, you know, they're sticking to it, just pushing, going for mega creeps first.
Yeah, but there's no chaotic offering for another like 81 seconds. Kiyotaka is so aggressive here. Stormstormer is just absolutely toast.
It goes down 75 seconds, and that's going to be Rax. He's looking for
Kiyotaka
more.
going back into that fountain again. Luckily, he does have himself a Ghost Scepter, but perhaps he's gone a bit too far here. So that'll be a nice kill to add to the stats.
That's a little
Watson,
donation.
though, they've got the vision. He needs to be very, very careful. Gabbi joining in. The cleave damage is real, though. Reality Rift back over onto Ramsey. Still holding on to the Satanic. So if they continue to follow, he could opt to pop that. He has himself the harpoon, too. So if he wants to drag back in as MieRo chases after Fishman. Another drag back, but he's quite tanky. Ramsey's waiting outside. Has the blink if he wants to jump in here.
Only the first
The
life.
reincarnation.
He's back, he blinks out. Now stay safe. They steal the wisdom rune. Meanwhile, Antares is like, guys, I'm not diving. There's no reason to be over there. I'm just playing the map a little bit.
To double damage down here. They're going to see it with the courier, I think. They're paying attention.
Entity are hanging in there. Hopes and dreams. Watson is running out, buying the attack speed here, getting a hyperstone. He's hoping to find anyone alone that he can burst with his ulti. Honestly, he might be able to kill Sven with ulti, but not without
gotta be
it.
careful. Antares is nearby,
too
though.
hard.
But scary. Aghanim Scepter completed now for Elder Titan. Perhaps Antares, though. He probably
Oh yeah, this is the kill.
Antares is probably like, what are you doing over here? You're so far away from your team. And look at this. The TPs are coming out now en masse. They want to punish him. Where's your detection, though?
No dust on cores, or sorry, allergic to dust. We can't. We need the support.
They have the gem on the Elder Titan, but
Ow. He was too far away,
too
sadly.
far away. Yeah.
It's not the core's fault. It's never the core's fault. It was the support's fault.
Look,
But
a
yeah.
good, strong core supports themselves.
Well, Watson finds something at least in this little journey, and he keeps farming. He's now going top.
Yeah, he's
Meanwhile,
gonna be super dead.
Ramses is going in for the smackaroo. Doesn't even stun him, or he
Yeah,
did
just
stun him,
walks
I
right
guess,
up to him.
4 quick hits.
He's just so close to him when he decides to stun. You couldn't see it with all the particle effects.
He died so fast.
Classic though too. All right, they're just walking into the base. They know they're strong. They've got reincarnation backup.
The the biggest play here for Entity. They need to pull people towards the fountain. Reality rifts.
Yeah, right.
Everything.
All right, there's the opening over onto Watson. Multiple heroes to kick back here. Watson with the BKB will be able to put the pressure over onto Solo. We'll drop the rock. Stormstormer is a little bit far away from everyone else. The Air Splitter, though, does connect as Ramsey just slicing through Stormstormer. They've lost Solo. Kiyotaka, though, he would like to give himself a little bit more. He sees Watson. He's going to try to grab him, though. Watson pulling him right back in. Kiyotaka is definitely just obliterated. A little too cheeky there. And they'll end up losing that gem, too.
Yeah, big gem. Since you have 2 wards inside your base, it will quickly give you some nice information here. But Entity, they're hanging on. They did have to use the buyback on their Kunkka, so game is still pretty desperate for them, but they're fighting against the odds. 9Pandas looking for how to close this game out.
Antares is going to walk right into Watson. Antares like, no, has a blink. It's going to try to hightail it out. We'll walk into this Willow. And use that dead shot. Oh my god, Ramsey just slices Kataomi in half. And this is not looking great here for Watson, but do they have the vision is the question. Where's the gem? Where's that vision we were talking about? Those find themselves Fishman. They don't want to let him have that chaotic offering go off in the next fight. Ramsey's dragging right back in. The turnover onto Watson, though. Followed up with a nice try. Did they tell Ramsey's? They will be able to find it. Now MieRo continuing, trying to finish off over to Watson. Antares with that BKB. They just can't seem to finish off CK.
Your admiral is on board.
He's
Watson
so
in so
low.
much
He's
danger.
so incredibly low.
Toggles. Still alive. Oh,
he's dead.
Oh, that's big. That's big. He's down for 90 seconds. Didn't save money for buyback. He committed fully for the AC out of desperation. And now this should surely be the window 9Pandas need to close the game. They don't have Sven, though, but I don't think they care. No CK up. They should just all go.
MieRo's scary just in general by himself.
Yeah,
Be perfectly honest. Like, he has become a full-on raid boss.
Exactly. You
From
lost
the
one
offline.
carry, but you have carry number 2. That was really nice coordination, though. The patience from Watson to not stun the Sven immediately there. He waited for Kunkka to get close enough to Torrent. There was some really good shown of restraint, because a lot of people would just go on the Sven there earlier.
Right.
You know what to do.
We'll go and grab themselves a Tormentor, since they're waiting for their core to get up anyway, so it's going to be a nice shard here for Kiyotaka.
No, wait for the carry. I think this shard doesn't really matter this game. The pull allies, we'll see if he's
Probably
going to
not.
use it a single time, but maybe. One thing I will say is that Kiyotaka has some crazy fast fingers. This guy being a tinker spammer. I mean, we've seen it twice already in this game, how he gets a little bit too close to enemy fountain, swaps in the Ghost Scepter, uses it, swaps it into backpack before I can even see him having it in his inventory.
And it makes me feel so old.
Yeah. My bones
reflexes
hurt
are
just
not
watching
there.
him Moxie.
I know. You think about all the popping noises those knuckles are going to make at some point. When he's an old man.
Yeah, they're gonna take their own Tormentor as well here. Why not? Get themselves one more shard. It's gonna go towards the ET. Get that CDR, which is also paired up with the Spell Prism, so he actually only has 7.9 second cooldown on the stomp.
It's pretty sweet. Roshan's going to respond in about 1 second here, so
Radiant are
there is
scanning.
that option if they want to go grab themselves a Roche, find the way to close out the game.
I don't see why not. If you get Aghanims on Earth Spirit, you can just roll in, turn someone into stone, kick them out, and that is your opening to team fights. That will easily set up a very easy fight.
And look at this. They know that they want this. They know what's up. That is their next objective.
Yeah, and meanwhile, fighting against the Mega Creeps, it's, enough issues for Entity to just keep them from destroying the throne right now, so going and contesting Roach, completely off the menu for them.
I mean, it's hard, right? Like, you've got a Venomancer, you've got a Dark Willow, and a Warlock trying to clear out waves on Mega. That's really, really hard.
Yeah, for sure. Even CK is not amazing against the Mega Creeps. Yeah, he can push them, but it's not super fast. He doesn't have any AoE built in, and he doesn't go Battle Fury. And using your ulti to push waves, then the enemy just comes in and kills you.
We have a refresher on MieRo. It's also got that ninja gear. Sorry, not the The Sven's got the ninja gear too, so he's going to be able to have really good positioning.
Yeah, and they did take the Aghanims over on the Earth Spirit, so he has that
Right, they smoked
initiation.
Will be the roll in again from Kiyotaka. Trying to make the moves immediately over on the Kataomi. Not going to be able to quite manage it as Kiyotaka facing off here on the back. But look at Ramses. He finds this opening. He slices up those supports immediately. As now Stormstormer, Kiyotaka rolling forward. A good Earth Splitter over onto multiples. But Kiyotaka is not able to quite fight back just yet. Stormstormer looks like he's going to survive for now. Watson still alive too over on the side. There's going to be that stone ram that we talked about. So he's just going to roll away.
Yeah, a refresher used over on the side of Wraith King as well, staying alive against the CK, who did kill him twice, but gonna need to be more than just twice with the refresher available.
They still have the Aegis on Kiyotaka. Feels like they don't want to leave at this point. They're just having difficulty finding this opening. Watson continuing to like run around the outside.
The tenacity of Entity, they do not want to give up here, but Kiyotaka, he's angling for the kidnapping with the double, with the Aghanims.
Ooh, there's the follow from MieRo. Lotus Sword placed over onto Kiyotaka. Sees Gabbi. Man, just keeps poking, trying to distract them. A nice wave forward. Will push Kiyotaka very far forward. Over on the back line, Watson, he's trying to find any sort of kill that he can get here. Stormstormer ends up dying, and there it is. There's the GG call. They put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, 9Pandas, they managed to figure out how to close the game out.
Yeah, they dominated this game from start to finish. They were getting so much farm on every single core. I think finally here at 43 minutes, we see the game close out. But the victory was had pretty early here by 9Pandas, just by how they played the early game. Kiyotaka created a ton of space, and they were just farming. The Wraith King was